Welcome back, everybody. Give me 1 second here. Almost ready. All right. Now let's get back to solving that mystery. We're in the apartment now.
The bed is cold and not particularly inviting, but it's yours. The sheets look awful.
The option to go to sleep becomes available every night after 9 p.m.
All right, we have some time before we need to sleep.
Yes?
Were we doing something? Nothing in particular comes to mind.
You should pick that fat, juicy cigarette butt from the tray, light it up, and smoke the living shit out of it. Who knows what you are? A monster, a murderer, the gnome of Jeroma?
A gnome.
You feel like a smoker, especially when you look at that juicy, succulent, seductive cigarette stub, still smoldering deliciously.
A lot of S sounds.
How very astute of you. This renders it ineffectual. You should look for a whole cigarette, or better yet, an entire pack. Strike that. A carton. Make sure they're all healthy and able-bodied. Then smoke them all.
Yeah, I'll get right on that.
Good. They'll make you stronger and better. You're too old to be cool now. But find cigarettes, smoke them, blam. Instantly a cool renegade man. Plus, smoking them gives massive bonuses.
What do you mean bonuses? Like money bonuses?
The door is closed. There is no answer. You hear the shower being turned on. Somewhere inside. Still no answer. This door can only be opened with a key or from the inside. Still nothing. The lieutenant gives you a quick glance.
I wonder if it'll actually be different if I come back later. What was this door for again? I think the one on the right was the ladies' room. Let me check my notes. It's been almost a whole week since I played this game. It'll eventually show up. Write down your badge. Secret passages. Watermarks. Oh, right, the car. That's right. That's not a door. I needed to go back to the car. It's the bookstore. That's the body.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out tool.
Tim, how do I turn on the headlights?
All right. Ready? I turn, you press start. It's next to the preheater.
The dashboard lights up with orange glow. The rounds per minute gauge jumps, and the engine of the Caprice Kinema comes to life with a whiny growl, like a leopard waking from its sleep, yawning and roaring at the same time. The lights unfold with a little click, casting electrical light onto the ground.
There you go. I'll turn them off from the remote once you're done.
Okay.
As you hold your ledger's clip under the headlamp, an iridescent hologram appears, a street grid and the veins of a great river.
There she is.
It's a map?
Revachol West.
Around the borders of the watermark are dozens, no, hundreds of micro-perforations. There are many of them, and they are divided into 3 separate rows. The first row has 18 dots.
Oh, the next one.
Is the longest. It runs all the way around the border, and then some. You count 216 perforations.
You got more morale.
Considering that nice, large number, a wave of pride washes over you. Though you can't say why, precisely. The last row has 3 perforations.
I believe last stream, my character died of cringe twice.
That's it.
I forget what the perforations mean.
The rectangular watermark is overlaid with the logo of the RCM, and yet the major arteries of Revachol are all recognizable. They shimmer in the Kinema's headlights. A rat brazenly darts past you and disappears amongst the stopped lorries.
Rat spotted.
In the distance, a child somewhere shrieks. A woman reprimands her in a voice no quieter than the child's cry.
Ah, Martinez. Let me see. Right here.
Seems like a shithole.
Oh yes. Coal City. Le Royaume. The burnt-out quarter. Those are perforations. They represent your record as an officer of the RCM. They are your statistics, as it were. I should have guessed you'd keep a record. Officers often do. Let's take a look.
Alpha male officers who are proud of their numbers often do. It's meant.
The first row represents your years of service. 18 years. Okay,
18?
not bad at all. What did you do before you volunteered?
Wait,
That's what it
18 years
says.
I've done this?
I might have guessed even longer based on your age. What did you do all those blissful years of your youth?
I walked the land telling all the whores and liars of the end to come. There are 9,855 days remaining.
Cool. I'm glad you joined us. Not a lot of money in doom crying. Let's move on, shall we?
Hold on a second. Is it?
Hi, Squidward! August 12, 2036. Heat death of the universe. August 12, 2036. The heat death of the universe. August 12, 2036.
That wasn't worth it.
This next row, the one that wraps all the way around, is your number of closed cases. Closed is good. It means finished. You've got, wow, more than 200. It's quite a lot, even for someone who's been on the force for nearly 2 decades. Usually, clearing more than 10 cases a year puts you in the 90th percentile of all RCM officers.
I told you I was a
Right.
superstar cop.
Those are your confirmed kills. You've got precisely 3 perforations there. For an RCM officer, especially Precinct 41, which is in the Jamrock Quarter, it's rather tame. I mean that in a good way. There are certain officers who treat their kills like some kind of ghoulish game. If they do happen to solve a case, it's usually by accident. But it seems as though you are, or at least were, one of the good ones. So we have that to be thankful for. Yes. Everyone has their own method of coping. Some more effective or self-destructive than others. Personally, I find it helps to keep up a few hobbies.
What?
Oh, this and that. Let's not get into it now. Why not gardening? You've already got the yellow gloves.
The lieutenant nods.
Right. I'll go turn off the lights.
You can now see your statistics on your journal page.
Where's the journal page? Hold on, I think I need to level up. Superstar cop, apocalypse cop, sorry cop, boring cop. I got 9 points in communist. Just ultra liberal moralist. Good cop, bad cop, honor, people killed. Just you wait, that number's gonna be 217. Okay, wait, what did I want to do next? It is 2 minutes to 6 p.m. Maybe those guys will be at the hotel now. I don't think time freezes if you're inside a building. I think it only freezes while you talk to someone. Wait, can I just go over here? What's this?
You see a heavy step.
Oh, can't do anything there. Maybe I do have to wait outside. Maybe I can't. Maybe time doesn't pass if you're... I feel like I've done everything outside. I've talked to everyone.
Looking for something, Hunt? Come to tell me to Oh man, that's great. Look at that guy go. Haven't seen anything that funny in a while.
I showed him the racist mug.
God damn. Thanks for that, but no, it's not mine.
He doesn't live in Martinez.
No.
He's got a smoke right there in his fucking hand. Snatch that shit out of his fat fingers. You need it after listening to his garbage.
It's my last one. Sorry, all done. I bet. Sorry I couldn't be of any help.
He doesn't have any cigarettes. Am I just gonna have to go around and ask every NPC for a cigarette now?
It felt like springtime.
Maybe Gart has one. Old lady, quick.
Hello again, sweetie.
Doesn't have anything constructive to say.
Can I help you?
I'm about $150 short of paying off my
The
tab.
man ponders his cooking utensils and gives you a little nod.
Alright, no one in here has any cigarettes, and the union guys still haven't shown up yet. Wait, I can't talk to you, can I?
The worker is in a deep slumber. There is only one
Success!
way to wake this bone idol from his slumber. Roar like a hurricane. Rip the buildings from the earth.
Wake up, this is in
Why
order.
you yelling, man?
Looks like a sow descendant. A lot of sow dock workers around.
You're alive, you look down for the
Huh?
count.
I was just sleeping. What do you want, officer?
Tell me about the wild
That's the name
pines.
of my employer. I work in logistics.
How's that going?
How's it going? Haven't you noticed what's going on outside?
Well, it's never been outside of this building.
We're in the middle of a strike down at the harbour, trying to force some sense into the executive board of Wild Pines.
Alright, the wild pines were the union. Or no, they were the company.
I could use some more shut-eye in the mornings. Right to work, right to sleep, I say.
Why are you sleeping here while the others are striking?
Majorette's got it. He's guarding the gate. I'm just getting some... We are. The workers. The union. We know what we need. What's right for us.
There's no leader?
Okay. I guess there's also Everard. He's in charge of the union. He's smart.
I forget who
knows how
Everard
to
is.
negotiate. He's got our back.
I don't think he's a character I've talked to. I think he's only been mentioned.
Yeah. What about it?
What about the dead body? You seem cool with it.
You know, people die here every day. Someone's found in a ditch, another one falls in a manhole, a third one gets eaten by
Sounds like a very
stray
dangerous town.
dogs. If someone has decided to die on top of a tree, then how is it my concern?
Tell me what you know.
I can tell you this. Trouble's ahead.
What trouble?
You heard what I said. Draw your own conclusions. That's all I know, and I prefer to keep it this way.
The lieutenant gives you a little nod, then makes a note in his blue notebook.
Thank God, no.
The worker stares at you, his eyes dry from sleep. A web of wrinkles covers his tanned forehead.
I don't know what you're talking about, kind sir. Indeed. Help yourself to some. Wait. No. Oh, it's empty.
The dock worker doesn't answer. His head is already back down on the table.
Okay. Tim, what was that note you just took? Let me see it.
Yes?
I don't think we got anything useful out of that.
Every snowflake is like a little gift. Crime fiction is about murders or burglaries or things like that. And the work
Oh, I
of a
thought you said
policeman or a
buggeries.
private detective who's trying to solve a crime and catch the criminals.
Just something else entirely. Why would anyone
It's
want to read
exciting
about
to people,
crime?
I guess. They get to imagine dangerous things. And it's kind of like a puzzle, where you can guess who the criminal is, or how the good guys are going to catch him. You don't look much like a policeman.
What does one look like?
Didn't mean to offend, sir. Sorry, sir. It's just that you don't look like Dick Mullen.
I used to look like him, but then I decided to live a little.
What's that mean?
You know, cut loose, raise hell,
And
blow off
everything's
steam.
better now, sir? Why is that?
You'll understand when you're
Oh,
older.
Okay. I shouldn't have said that thing about Dick Mullen. Head, yes.
No, your mind. Not head, child. Heads.
A Quicksilver
No,
mind.
he's wicked smart in the stories.
Here, when the author does all the
Thank you,
thinking
sir.
for
Of
him.
course. He's just a fictional character. He's no match for you. Maybe you can show me some real police work, sir. Like in the books.
What is
It's the type of
romance?
book where there's a rich lady and she has to choose between the good man and the bad man. Or there could be a story about a poor lady getting a rich man. It's about man and lady business, sir.
What about a poor man getting a rich lady?
But usually the guy gets rich in the process. Or should actually be rich himself, but has lost his family property unjustly, like during the revolution or something. Those are unhappy
Ah, I
books
see.
for most of the pages. People sad about what they have lost, but then it all turns out just fine in the end.
Sad story, but happy ending. What about when
These
both
are
of the
not
men are
very
bad?
common. You can't have a choice between bad and bad. Nobody wants to read a story like that.
If it's written really well.
Well, maybe then it's fine. Maybe if the lady then decides not to pick either, because she doesn't need a bad man. Yes, that would be interesting.
What about a book where the man and lady business doesn't work out at all?
I haven't read many of those.
And there's a
Maybe you
there's
should
a
ask
man
them.
and man instead, or a lady and lady.
I'm sure she can help out. I haven't read many of those. I don't think it's a romance.
All right, I'm gonna
Yes.
skip through this conversation because it's just about books.
That's really not a proper romance story. Not in romance books, sir. Maybe some about other books?
Books are for nerds.
Oh, Kings. I think that's why people.
Seems like most people who read those books fail to get more famous from reading them.
But it does make the famous people more famous.
Famous people sound like a
Annette's
bunch of
expression
dorks.
Remains ever so helpful, but she doesn't.
Okay.
I'm going to deduce something now.
You fail to deduce anything
Damn it.
substantial. She waits intently.
I deduce that you are very small.
Come on, don't be silly.
Whatever, I'm gonna go raise your mother.
What have you found? And also,
Fine, she got nothing new to say. Oh, did I get a flashlight? Forget, did I get a flashlight? I did. I'm going to replace it with the pliers. Hell yeah. I nearly forgot about this place. A demijohn. What the hell is a demijohn? Half of a john? A bulbous, narrow-necked bottle holding 3 to 10 gallons of liquid, usually in a wicker cover. Airship rotors. There are airships in this world? Wait, hold on. Did I miss some clickable things? production schedule. Filament memory. Skis with slipstream
Looks
printed
like
on them.
someone tried to reconceptualize their business here.
I don't
Look,
get it.
The skis and rotor blades both bear the same Slipstream logo. It seems likely that they started out making one, failed to turn a profit, and then pivoted to producing the other. That's a good question.
Strange leap of imagination.
Reality is ruthless.
Ooh, $1.55. I'm rolling in it now. 312. I almost have enough for a pizza.
Your flashlight slides over an old green chalkboard covered in scribbles, sketches, and schemes like some ancient cave mural.
Looks like a drawing of a goblin.
Some of the writing has faded with age, but you can still make out sections here and there. Photos and drawings have been pinned to the board. These lithe, pointy-eared creatures appear to be different types of welkins. You make out autumnal candle welkins, casting wax-based magic, translucent welkins with organs shining under their skin, and even ether welkins hailing from the vast emptiness of sidereal space. You should
Sidereal?
adopt one of those welkins as your persona. No
Holy
longer
shit.
a mere man, but a welkin.
I can get a Welk Sona.
One of the welkins, towering among the rest, appears to be different, however. It's Vara Hamira, a high welkin, his face white and scarred like cracked marble. This is clearly a welkin supremacist. The note says, all non-welkin races will be purged.
Damn.
The Haldor, the Twarg, the humans, and even headless men, all of them.
Not the
purged.
headless man.
Imagine a world filled only with welkin, green welkin, dread welkin, and the high welkin to rule them all.
An inordinate amount of time has gone into drawing these little welkin creatures. This looks like concept art for a project. It's not really real. Some people really like building a world, I think, even if it's just for a game.
A game?
Mm-hmm. Political commentary. That one has a great beard, too. Just look at those details. So much effort.
The photo collage depicts barren, icy landscapes wrapped in perpetual night. You see permafrost and glacial landforms, dead trees grown in.
This
under
is like the
snow.
1950s, right? Are they making like a D&D campaign?
Entire oceans have been frozen from shore to shore. There are pictures
Can't be a
of
video
settlements
game.
on dried up riverbeds, abandoned in a storm. Animal corpses in the dark. You see primitive oil rigs built into glaciers, boreal dvorg, yurts under the snow, albeit dark and cold. This vision also feels cozy in its own way, like eggnog, or more. A pinned postcard.
Man, I need to play
reads,
D&D again.
"The
It's been
heat death
years.
Scenario. A desperate fight for geothermal energy engulfs the world as Wirral becomes untethered from its sun, drifting through the universe. This is a monthly calendar from the year 50. Cryptic words like sprint, daily minimi, and GPI span the marker-drawn grid, the grand scheme of production and money. It looks a bit like an academic calendar, only much more brutal. Minimi stands for a mini-meeting.
Enemy.
It's part of a bigger framework for managing work called RUN. Station 41 tried to implement it a few years ago, but failed.
Is this
As
like
time
the
goes on, the numbers in the
game
boxes grow
developers
rarer
like
and rarer.
trying to
The
tell us
board becomes
something?
an empty snowfield in the final days. Only failure and regret dwell in this region.
Is this a cry for help?
Looks like they didn't make it.
A note in the bottom left corner of the chalkboard says, the handwriting is only partly legible, but you can still make out 3 slogans: Call in, Tune out, Wirral Untethered, and Heat Death of the Universe.
Alright, hang on.
Hi, Squidward.
August 12, 2036. Heat death of the universe.
The full text reads, Heat death of the universe is the new black. Another note says, the biggest advancement in role-playing systems since the 30s.
Cool.
This appears to be some kind of machine with a cube-shaped heart and a wired framework. The keyboard has a rectangular on-off button. A piece of paper still hangs from the printer.
A radio computer. Just sitting here without anyone inside.
What he means is that these things cost money. Why would anyone just leave it behind? This is the Ream Civic radio computer, model RC5120, equipped with a Feld mainframe and a Ream-compatible printer. The machine lights up like some prehistoric animal stirring from its slumber, revealing fluorescent play and print keys on the keyboard. The hatch on the machine's central compartment is wide open. It's empty like a beehive without its brood. Some cables have been left dangling, disconnected. The filament you have would fit perfectly inside the compartment. Like a smooth drawer, the filament slides into place. On the keyboard, the play key starts blinking. A bar of fabric right above the keyboard starts producing a soft hum. The sound of static seeps through the machine's planar magnetic driver.
Disco gaming, hell yeah.
The static gets louder, slowly filling up the abandoned hall, until a voice speaks out, crackling and old, cutting into the air.
Good afternoon. Fortress accident en rue de Saint-Ghislaine. This is East Insulindian Repeater Station 1. Please repeat. Is this the production schedule?
Are you a machine or are you alive? Why did you call me Fortress Accident?
Fortress Accident is the company on whose name the terminal you are currently using has been registered to. One moment. Fortress Accident SCA produces revolutionary interactive call-in radio games. That's what the catalog says.
That's not bad.
Any other questions? The filament you have inserted into the reader. Yes. Is that the production schedule?
Yes?
Good. Please repeat the password.
Uh-oh.
Password. Of course it would have a password. That's why there's a human administrator involved.
Can you give me a hint?
No.
A hint system is not part of the protocol for repeater stations.
This is the police. Open this thing.
I am contractually obliged to protect the privacy of the filament holder Fortress Accident. Without signing a warrant with Lintel, I cannot give you access to this filament.
Damn
I'm
it.
afraid we are not doing that, unless we want to wait for a month.
Now, can you please repeat the password?
My birthday.
Still no.
I don't know.
Received. I will register this login attempt.
Don't worry. Passwords have a way of turning up sooner or later.
Fortress Accident. Is there anything else I can do for you today? Yes, I am alive. I am 74 years old and my name is Yvonne.
She repeats passwords. Programming people are all paranoid.
Where are
I
you?
work as a repeater at the East Insulindian Repeater Station. As for me, well, I am sitting in my cubicle, surrounded by a wall of radios. Now, please tell me if there's anything else. Thank you, and goodbye.
Tiles on the cube are still smoldering, casting the framework in a soft glow. Nothing happens.
I didn't know there were computers in this world. Most advanced RPG in the universe.
This old fireplace is covered in lines drawn in blue and red marker. the mesh spreading over the stone like blood vessels on alabaster skin. It looks ghostly and strangely ancient. The whole thing resembles Kadran mosaic tiles. Very pesantic.
Pesantic. Wait, how do I know what Kedron mosaic tiles look like?
History classes, students with their textbooks open, studying the roots of our civilization. Those aquarelle blue tiles looked beautiful in the sun.
I thought I couldn't remember
Radio
anything.
frequencies, it seems. UKV 123.6, UKV 123.7, unclear. It looks like a cardiovascular system split into veins and capillaries. Very advanced.
Anatomy of the curse.
Perhaps. The web is comprised of radio stations, all lead back to one red heart, titled the Game Master Frequency. A note says, this one can listen in on any station it wants.
Huh?
They must have had massive airwidth. These things don't come cheap.
Who's a game master?
Someone very important. A conductor for the hundreds of story threads that pass through the Game Master's frequency. Whoever decides to call in to a call-in station, it looks like.
Kill Jester.
A list of names under the stations suggests people across 6 Isolas would be playing. Muindi, Insulinda, Kotla, Grad, Samara, and even Ilmara. There's no way a little basement studio working here could pull anything like this off.
My God. It's as if the less money they had, the more ambitious their project became. Exactly. This schedule, I know doom when I see it. The company was running out of funding.
Nothing. It's just lines on marble. An echo from times long gone. No one has used the fireplace in ages.
What did I collect? Alright, let's go through the door then. What the hell? Is that a bare refrigerator?
Okay. What do you think is going on with that computer, chalkboard, and fireplace? Yes, that is the question.
Like he's ready to lay out a fine theory, crafted together like a puzzle box.
It looks like one of those popular pen and paper role-playing games, only these people were trying to automate it, make it work on radio computers.
Like some kind of radio game.
Through call-in stations, none of the players have to be physically present. Anyone in the world can participate in the game, as long as they have a two-way radio. Then there's the Game Master frequency that listens in on the smaller call-in stations. I think that was supposed to coordinate the stories, functioning as a master of ceremonies of sorts.
His fascination has swept aside other concerns for the moment. He's a little hooked. Coordinating so many games would take a whole switchboard of people, possibly divided into sub-frequencies.
Not to my knowledge. They make automated games in Grad, Messina, Königstein. You know, places with industry.
Not
I'm just shining the
wherever
flashlight right in
souls
his face.
among the ruins.
But I don't think anyone has attempted to create an inter-isolary game before. We just don't have the technology. Indeed, those Welkins are a dead giveaway. Role-playing people love that stuff. The world looks like a modified version of the WeWorld board game, with hit death thrown in.
This is getting really meta.
Super cool. Someone should give them millions of real immediately. This game is too good to be left unfinished.
Nintendo, hire these men.
No idea. They stopped filling out the schedule on the chalkboard.
Wow.
Indeed, it's ambitious and untethered from reality, but
Played cheap money out of the investors' pockets. Let's finish it.
It's too late for that, I'm afraid.
Aw.
Okay, let's keep moving.
You see a terrifying ice bear with a strange compartment in its belly. The door is covered in frost, and the bear's eyes are glowing red. The bear looks oddly realistic. Is it taxidermy? A gust of freezing cold air rushes to greet you. You hear a low grumble as the bear regulates itself. The lieutenant takes a peek inside. His hand has found the holster of his gun. The shelves are empty. All you see are crumpled ice cream wrappers with the brand name, Revachol Ice City. A handwritten note has been attached to the door. The fridge is huge. You pocket the note and the little fridge magnets keeping it on the door. A friendly cartoon bear smiles back at you from a glossy cellophane wrapper. It looks nothing like the fridge. The paper still smells of vanilla and chocolate.
Good question. It looks like an ice cream fridge.
Try to sell ice cream from this hyper
I
carnivore?
know. What an unfortunate marketing choice. What is even worse, the bear is still costing them money to this day.
The fridge buzzes with energy. The electricity bill.
Yeah,
on
why
this thing
even leave it
must
plugged in
be
this long if it's empty?
catastrophic.
Ice cream maker is unplugged. What's this thing? What's that thing?
A thick layer of coal dust covers the furnace, coloring it pitch black.
Looks like it. Looks like an old central furnace used to heat the building. It's connected to the chimney. No one has used it in ages. No signs of any recent fire. Only dead rats.
It's dark and grimy here. In the darkness you can hear chatter. It's coming from above. A voice or several voices talking to each other. The echo is so prominent, it's impossible to discern what the voices are saying.
What are you doing? Wait, really? We should investigate, see if someone's upstairs.
Yell into the furnace. I'm definitely not doing that.
A lush layer of coal now covers your skin, sinking into the wrinkles. Your hands.
I want to scare them
maybe
off.
You could paint something with this coal. Leave a cave painting for future archaeologists. No, that would be stupid.
It would be stupid, but funny. Do it for the bit.
The note is written with a blue pencil on a piece of lined office paper. The kitchen magnets have left spots on its surface.
Does it say anything interesting?
This is tangential at best, but the lieutenant's detective instinct is still active. Someone has scribbled, S. I can't believe the off-site copy is still here. The illiterate ginger kid keeps stealing stuff from the studio, so I had to hide it somewhere safe.
Off-site copy.
You'll find the filament memory with the off-site copy in the frozen ice cream maker. Please take it home, ASAP. It's important. I'd do it myself if I lived in a civilized place with a freezer. Take care, Sully Soif.
I don't know. I assume it's somewhere close to the ice bear fridge. Really? You don't have a single guess?
Uno?
Oh, I'm sure that child would love to get his hands on the filament memory. Even if he doesn't know what to do with it, he'd probably try to pawn it for speed, based on our encounter. It belongs inside a radio computer, storing its memory. It's like a tape. You listen to disco tapes, right? It's like one of your disco tapes, only for a computer.
Who wrote that
Looks like
note?
someone from that radio game company upstairs. I'm a little surprised they just left their property lying here.
He left in a hurry?
That's a plausible hypothesis.
I interacted with the ice cream maker, but there was nothing to do. And now I can't even select it. Oh, maybe it's this one. Oh, I didn't even realize I could walk up there. I thought it was just more clutter.
This orange machine is buzzing like an old submarine. It has a hand-cranked ice cream churner on top and an electric freezer that appears to be frozen shut.
Pry bar not strong enough. Better grip with gloves. Hang on.
This orange machine is buzzing like an old... The ice squeaks beneath the pry bar.
Success?
You could swear you succeeded, but the lid simply won't budge.
Wait, then how is that a success?
You see the pry bar's metal handle bending right before your very eyes.
Yeah, well, that's a good pry bar. I'm not criticizing it, but this ice cream maker is frozen shut. It takes an advanced tool to get it open. I have no idea, officer. This ice cream maker isn't important enough to requisition a special tool.
Sooner or later, you will stumble upon a tool mighty enough. Turning the crank feels oddly satisfying, like stirring your childhood dreams.
I hope turning the crank didn't destroy the whatever was inside. You know what, just in case. Don't want to risk it.
2 cables are plugged into the breaker box. The red one leads to the ice bear fridge, and the black one, something close to you, dies with a soft electric purr.
Why did you do that?
The lieutenant raises his brows, but doesn't say anything. An electric sizzle. The room is slightly quieter now.
Okay, so I can unplug the cables. Does that make this easier to open?
This orange machine is dead still. It has a hand-cranked ice cream churner, and the ice squeaks beneath the pry bar. You think you've got the bar jammed in. You see the pry bar's metal handle.
Yeah, well, I have no idea.
Sooner or later.
Alright, so turning it off, did it make it easier to open? Insane mesh tank top, hell yeah. Fuck yeah. Come on, kid, let's go hit the town. Trash can. See if there's anything. Maybe if I had a bag, I could collect the bottles and sell them. It is 7:20 right now. Wait, why is this clickable? Oh, I can actually go over here.
This is a wall on the side of an apartment building. Because this is no ordinary wall, it is sublime. Look at it. The shadows, the colors, All the other walls on all the other houses must make a pilgrimage in adoration of this, the uncontested pinnacle of wallcraft. O Wallfather.
Field morale +0.
Huh?
I must paint this
He
wall.
sounds tired of it all. Cindy the Skull has all the necessary materials. Talk to her.
If you must.
I gotta find Cindy. Where'd she go? Wasn't she over here? She's up there.
Hello again, officers. Have you come to admire my mural? What for?
It's for art, okay?
If it's for art. But what kind of art are we talking about?
The artsiest, the most groundbreaking.
Let me stop you right there, Piggy. You have no idea, do you? No idea. No brush? Fuck off.
No brush, then not a problem.
You're about to cry.
I have
internally,
charcoal on my
aren't
hands.
you,
I can just
Piggy?
smear it on the wall and make shapes out of that.
Pathetic. Just give up. Art isn't for you.
They do say the painter always paints his own portrait.
That's pretty fucked up. Even for you, Piggo.
Stop belittling me, Cindy.
You're a real sad sack. You know that? Go ahead then. Art it up. Just try not to hurt yourself. And no self-portrait.
Awesome.
Oh, but I'm all out of fuel oil.
Fuel? That wasn't paint. It was heavy fuel oil, marked red for use by government vehicles.
What do you think I was using? Aquarels?
You know what you should be able to find in your government-issued vehicle? Red-dyed heavy fuel oil.
Did they just use paint?
Are you kidding me? Fuel oil is so much cooler. No way you're disfiguring that beautiful wall with something as pedestrian as ordinary paint.
My fuel oil is for my kinema. Use your own fuel if you are unable to contain your artistic impulses, but please.
Aw. I don't even know where my car is. Ooh, picked up some drugs I found on the ground. Hey, it's you.
Trying to sneak up on me. Come to slit my throat in my sleep.
Wait, is her name really Kuno S?
Apparently, she doesn't like people standing behind
I
her
forgot.
back. Logic error. She is not sleeping right now.
Pig's come to take me out. Trying to snuff me out.
Are you sleeping right now?
Don't get fucking clever with me, Pig. You think you're so clever.
You think you're so
Try to
clever.
sneak up on me again.
Alright, fuck off. Orange bum hat? And I didn't even need to buy that visor. Could have gotten a hat for free. A friend of mine grew some peppers and he let me have some. So I put one in the dinner I made
There
tonight.
must be another way into the building.
It was big spicy. I don't exactly have the highest tolerance for spicy foods. But this one stuck with me for a little bit. I scratched my nose while I was eating, and I couldn't stop sneezing.
I knew I should have quit.
Wait, can I just talk to him from here?
You see a young man on a balcony.
But that gave
nursing
me
a
an
cigarette.
idea for a
His
stream.
eyes have been following you for a while.
I could do the one chip challenge and then try to play a game and just like see how it goes.
Not looking for any trouble, officer.
It's the voice of someone who has something to hide, my liege.
My liege. Doing the exceeding thing.
I don't want to be seen talking to the gendarmerie if that's okay. I just want to finish my cigarette.
Gendarmerie?
Don't let him go. This could be your witness. The balcony has a great view of the whole thing.
Is it really that
Gendarmerie really needs to talk to you.
Like
There's a fucking
nervous
body right
wreck,
there. Are you blind?
He keeps stealing looks at the neighboring windows.
All right, but make it quick. Once I finish this cigarette, I have to run. I'd even go so far as to say that the view is a little too good, my dear gendarme. Do you have an estimate of when the body will be taken away?
We will remove the body as soon as possible. Now tell us, where were you last Sunday?
Oh. You already asked me that, didn't you?
Wait, is someone else investigating the lynching?
No, not you. Some more muscular type.
And when did you speak to this more muscular gentleman?
Last week? I don't know. Look.
He's an actor declaiming a soliloquy. See how you hang on his every word.
You didn't answer the question. What were you doing last Sunday?
I had a friend over. It was my Sunday friend.
A Sunday friend? How intriguing. He doesn't reply, gesturing no with his cigarette. Under the dull and darkening sky, the neighboring windows stand silent.
My name? My name is Martin Martinez.
Oh yeah, definitely a real name.
That's definitely not his real name.
No, of course not. Could you please lower your voice?
Wait, that's all I have to say to him?
We won't. Now, if you'll excuse me, I really need to get going.
The red jacket cannot be retried.
This
Yes.
isn't the place or time for questions. Who knows who might be watching from the distance, hidden behind the curtains? For a moment, the man on the balcony seems almost vulnerable. Something moves in the depths of his feline eyes, compassion and a hint of understanding.
I am sorry, but I really don't have the information you're looking for.
But, hold on, what's that? For a split second, his hand lingers, as though gesturing towards a stone placed right next to the front door. It's a sign.
Huh?
Good luck with the investigation.
Stone by the front door. Like it's a fake and there's a key inside of it. Oh, I just realized there's a dong on the drawn on the door. That's nice. Wait. Why am I stuck in the menu? I can't do anything. I can't do anything. Did my game freeze? Fuck? I'm clicking the stone. The hell? I'm actually stuck. God damn it. I've never had that happen before. It's so weird. It just froze at the end of that conversation. I couldn't back out of the menu. Where was the autosave? Oh, it was inside the it was inside the abandoned building. Alright, I didn't lose that much progress. I want to get the paintbrush back from what's her name?
This is a wall on the side of an apartment, but because this is all the other walls on. Oh, wall father.
Huh?
He sounds. Cindy the Skull has all the necessary material.
Mm-hmm. Sure, if you must.
Alright, I need to get her paintbrush.
Hello again, officer. What
some
for?
paint.
Well, if it's for art.
Everything is sad and
but
shit. We
what
need art
kind
to
of
make it
sounds
okay.
like you're just about to live out your self-pity, not make a statement.
Crush a
I
man's
can't
dreams
have
like that. I hope you're
there,
happy.
Piggy. I guess art just isn't real.
They do say the painter always.
That's pretty fucked up. Even you're a real.
Got the brush.
Fuel? That wasn't paint.
What do you?
You know what you should be able. That beautiful wall deserves nothing less.
My fuel oil is for my kinema. Use your own fuel if you are.
Alright. I'm gonna head back over to the yard. One second. Save. What is that? Is that a rope? The garden hose. Well, can I use it as a rope? Alright, I can't click the stone before I talk to him. I think I'm gonna have to do a roll on the on that conversation again.
You see a young man.
Not looking for any.
It's the voice of someone who has something to hide, my liege.
There's no trouble. I don't want to be seen talking to the.
Don't let him go.
Is it really?
Like a nervous.
All right, but make it quick. Once I'd even go.
Right.
We will remove the body.
Oh,
Wait, is someone else?
no, not you two.
And when did you?
Last week?
He's an actor.
You didn't answer.
It
Find a
was my
friend.
A Sunday.
Your friend's real name.
Doesn't
Can you tell me
reply.
your
My
name?
name?
That's definitely.
No, of course not. No. Now,
All right.
if you'll excuse me, I really need to get
Gonna
going.
do the roll.
This isn't the
All right,
place
got
or
it
time
successful
for a
again.
moment.
I am sorry.
But it's a sun.
Good luck with the investigation.
All right, here we go. Walking away. There we go.
He's gone.
The continue button just didn't show up that time for some reason.
No point in running. Tenements like these often have multiple exits. If he doesn't want to talk to us, then he'll know how to hide himself. He could be a witness. Him or his Sunday friend. Either way, we need to look into that muscular type. He did leave us a sign. Did you see that? He wanted to draw our attention to that stone right over there. If we find a way inside the building, we can ask around for his apartment.
A stone, like any other, lying in a whirl of sleet and mud. Maybe there's something under it. There's a key beneath it, rusty from the dirt.
This must be for the front door. Pity doesn't have the apartment number on it. This building has many apartments, and the man can be in any of them. We'll just have to go in and see.
Oh, this is the balcony. I didn't even see which door he went into. None of them are selectable, though.
Yes?
I just realized I'm not wearing my tank top.
This door has been closed with a padlock. A chalk-drawn number on the board says, number 11, no reply. It's a solid lump of metal, but the shackle is deeply corroded. Better whip out those cutters. You won't get very...
Oh, I have those.
This door has been closed.
Wait. Oh.
The shackle snaps like a twig, and the lock falls to the floor with a little thud.
After you, detective.
Oh, I think I'm gonna need a flashlight now. Be dark in there. Critical theory on the monstrosities of capital. Boogie Street.
You hear someone walking around inside, rearranging the
Rearranging furniture.
Quickly, but no one comes to the... Sounded like a woman. A woman, a poor communard, from the looks of it. The room is barely bigger than a closet.
Do I have to open the door? Do you have a warrant? I'm not obligated to open the door if you don't have a warrant.
Let's go. We don't have a reason to get inside that apartment.
It's generally easier to do things if you have literally any reason.
You do have a reason. There was a fucking murder right across the street. Gotta ask her if she's seen it.
Give me a moment. The cold never does any good for my bronchitis.
Call a doctor.
Fine. Fine. Don't you worry about me. Now, what do you want from me, policeman?
She's the cleaning lady. She knows the floor plan and the residence.
Ask away, policeman.
Who's behind the padlock
that one
door?
is a scientist, a future scholar. I think he studies astrology at the community college. Education's good. I always tell them to study. Something to do with all those stars around his door. He asked me to leave his drawings up on the wall. That's
Like how I'm shining a flashlight right in her face.
The lieutenant shakes his head, as though to say, let it go.
People come and go. I don't keep an eye on everyone.
They probably just moved, or died, hopefully somewhere else.
No one lives there. It's been empty for months.
Walked someone through the door.
I would know if someone had moved in there. Maybe it's those countercultural people again, breaking into a house like it's a public space. You're a policeman. Be good and take a look, will you? Great.
Ah, so now I have a reason.
They're worse than rats. You know, always littering the hallways with trinkets and empty beer cans. The artiste. Nothing I can do about her, I'm afraid. She ruins the walls faster than I can clean them. She leaves an old lady to her business.
She mumbles some kind of a response, then hacks something into her handkerchief.
Yes, I know who you mean. The scrawny boy who's always smoking like the devil, right?
Somewhere in the building, a child starts crying. You hear a radio tuned to a talk show and someone taking a shower.
Well, these walls are paper thin.
What's he in trouble for? Talk?
What was so funny about that?
He lives upstairs in room 28. Go to the balcony.
Thank you. We should go check out his apartment on the balcony. See if he's home.
I'm no one. Just an old woman who cleans these hallways. If you can call it living. I have a little room upstairs right next to the coal room. It's barely bigger than a closet. But I don't complain, no. I have my bed and my aching bones to keep me company.
She hasn't spoken to anyone for a while.
Open up, motherfucker.
You hear someone walking around inside.
Excuse me? Of course not.
You have plenty of reason to enter.
Open the door.
Come on.
Well, that was easy.
That was smart.
Like a dorm room.
My name is Marielle
Oh, God.
Charpentier, and I'm an agent with Martinez Realty Associates. I am not breaking in, as I have every right to be here. The keys, see?
Boy, there are a lot of different keys there. More than 20 at least.
Do you want to see my ID as well? You can't legally ask for it, but why not? Want to see my residence permit too? Very well, but please make it quick. I need to be back in La Delta in an hour. I need to get it ready for the next lease, but as you can see, the previous tenant completely trashed the place.
Fuck shit up, too.
Sounds like you've spent too much time undercover in some rock band.
It's not a compliment.
Lived here.
Was some kind of a moribund old man.
Moribund?
Who used to be a business owner.
Haven't seen that
You'd
word in a
think
while.
They'd make rent.
A sudden serious look crosses her face. This story didn't ever happen.
Oh, is this the victim's apartment?
But that was months ago. Anyway, was there anything you wanted, or is that it? Oh, that's another huge mess. The former tenant owes us 3 months of rent. 3. We closed the apartment and planned on auctioning off the valuables, but... And again, I have no idea how stupid mistakes like this can even happen. But Ron, when he came to close the door, didn't close the neighboring door. And there's a hole in the wall.
Huh?
A hole in the wall. Can you believe it? And then the tenant ran off with his stuff. He's gone. The money's gone. Just like that.
The sum must have been puny.
What happened with the
Don't
wall?
ask me what happened with the wall. I have no idea.
I don't see a hole anywhere.
Both apartments are now unrentable. Both, of course.
Where's the hole in the wall? New shoes!
The luxury of fine things. Just look at those black monk straps. After spending an entire day hustling, who's to say that you didn't deserve a pair of ridiculously expensive shoes on your tired feet? Beautiful things give you a rush. It's power. Crafting your style, draping your flesh in silk and leather. Remember, when they come to take it away from you, you worked for those shoes. Whether you like it or not, wearing these shoes has made
Oh yeah, I definitely worked for them.
a gateway drug or a
Reaching into that closet and picking them up took a lot of effort.
into free market ideology. Wow, you work hard.
I do?
Oh, yes. You hustle. You're a provider. It's tough out there, but you keep it real and provide. Look at yourself. You're a human pedometer. You must have walked 200,000 steps down cracked asphalt, mosaic, sand, and linoleum after you re-emerged. That is the sign of a hustler who never gives up. The world is harsh and people are evil. You didn't make it that way, and you won't let it break you.
You're right a little.
You make money. You got gills, baby. Got those black papers with the faces of the innocents on them. You bring in the Franco Negros and the Solas. It ain't easy, but you do it. Day in and day out. You didn't make the rules, but you won't lose. You're a cop and a sprinter and a money printer. Yeah, you're in the sales business. Shake 'em for shit and then pawn it off. Law officer style. Can't say that. You shook him. You're a killer. Sure. And has it been easy? Is life easy? Have you not gone into cardiac arrest? Are you not about to have an anxiety attack or shoot yourself in the mouth? But you still hustle 24/7, ride or die. Now, ask yourself, are you rich?
I got $19.65. Is that rich?
That's right. You work harder than anyone. You almost rode yourself to the grave, and you're still practically a hobo. Why is that?
System is broken?
Boo-hoo. The system is broken. The establishment is keeping me down. That's
No,
not
why am I
because of
so
the
poor?
taxes. G-Man's got his jam-covered sticky fingers in your pocket, stealing from you every time you buy, sell, walk, talk, fart, so much as sneeze.
Is he?
Aren't taxes almost non-existent in the Gossamer state that is Revachol?
Have I paid any taxes in my life? I don't
You
remember.
and I both, but they got those indirect modes of taxation. Sales tax, excise duty, extraction tax. This tax that doesn't even have a name. Plus, there's the stuff...
The fee, FIFO fum fee.
That makes them ask for more money.
The another dollar never hurt no one fee. The just because we can fee.
The coalition government is taking.
Love that meme.
98% of all your money.
Where'd you get that number, your asshole? Seems like a pretty big number.
What are you not sure about? They're milking your nipples till they bleed. Can't you see? Aren't you sick and tired of having bloody nipples?
Should have not have taken a sip of water when he said that line. Bleeding nipples are a kind of pain, but how will deregulation help with that? Opt in, but only a little. This isn't helping me solve my problem, it's only making me a free market type.
What are you, a racist? Don't be a racist. Be a cool immigrant, ultra-liberal free market advocate. Ride or die. Keep it street.
That Hypnogamma. Oh wait, there's stuff to take in this room?
A plaster cast bust depicts a middle-aged man with impressive sideburns. The name on the plinth reads Kraz Mazov. Kraz Mazov, nom de guerre, was an economist and a theoretical historian. He was a leading figure in the Grad side.
Is this universe's version of Vladimir Lenin?
Government. Mazov is considered the father of scientific communism, Mazovian thought, or Mazovianism.
Salute the statue.
Whoever lives here definitely shares your enthusiasm. There aren't many communists around, not after the revolution. Some youth still keep the ideology going, it seems. The White Star, the photos on the wall. I think we have broken into the apartment of a young communard. How fitting.
Oh yeah, $4.30. And an additional 25 cents. I guess the fact that I keep picking up money makes me kind of a capitalist. Damn, bitch, you live like this? Oh, you can actually go...
Yes?
Wait, how do I go through the wall? There's someone tore down the wall, but I can't go through it. Oh, yes, I can. Gotta save again before I forget. In case that motherfucker crashes my game again. Oh, it's you.
Ooh, the piggies have learned how to saunter up staircases. I didn't think you could do that with hooves. But here you are. Yeah,
Right, we're
I
evolved.
can see that. Cool mutation.
So many doors. Jesus. Oh, is this where that old lady sleeps? Gotta. Oh, I thought they were cut-offs.
The pockets of these new jeans are perfect for sticking your hand into. Makes you look cool, calm, and collected. As your hand enters the pocket, your fingers brush against something, soft, yet crinkly. Hey, it's a chewing gum wrapper. It reminds you of the fruity juice of apricots. You should inspect it closer. By the way, the raw materials were most likely exported from Seaguy, the apricot suzerainty, and processed in Sur clay into the apricot flavor. There it is again, the scent of apricots with a touch of cinnamon. Smells like the end of some distant summer, the surface of another planet, or some ancient temple. The sun sets into the sea, but the water does not boil. Instead, it turns to liquid gold. For a moment, the world's store of precious metals seems to increase dramatically, and you are rich.
Huh?
There is a movement
The
next
fuck
to
is
you,
this guy talking
the
about?
shuffle of a small coat, warm like the evening. But when you turn toward it, there's nothing there.
Where'd it go?
Why are you talking to a gum wrapper?
You brought it up.
Bitter, citrus, sweet. It seems to grow stronger, like a glow, with every breath you take. Whatever petrochemical byproducts they used to create this artificial flavor have bonded tightly to the wrapper. Or is that just your memory filling the gaps until a blossom of skin and flower petals erupts behind your closed eyes, made of toffee, cream, and distance? Yes, from the height of antiquity, a long, long time ago, millennia ago.
I wish I talked as elegantly as this narrator. I can barely say words with 3 syllables. Listen, I can be a communist and still take money. It costs money to start a revolution. Plus, if I take money from other people, I'm doing them a service. I'm freeing them from the evils of capitalism. Fuck am I going? Don't remember where anything is. Flip up glasses. See those. The auditor. What is this? A communal bathroom? I want to go back in here. How did I get upstairs again? Alright, so his room was over here. It was this one?
This door is made of metal and appears to be reinforced. Someone here really values their security. Number 28. This is where the cleaning lady said the smoker on the balcony lives.
Let's see if anyone's home. Knock on the door.
No one answers.
Looks like the young man we are looking for isn't home. I think our best chance to catch him is in the evening. We should return tomorrow after we have finished with our day's work. How about 9 p.m.? Sound good?
We just return at 9 p.m. today? That's only in half an hour.
The smoker on the balcony. This is why we're here, right?
Don't worry. It's mostly all still here. You can remember things. You got this.
Tomorrow, 9 p.m., right here. Apartment number 28. Good, let's go.
Damn. Turns out it's quite tricky finding someone in a big apartment building. Remember, tomorrow, he's probably gone for today.
And I'm not going to remember that. It's going to be like 3 more streams before I can get there at the rate I'm playing. I can actually drink alcohol. Alright, I wanted to see what was down here. Oh, never mind. Can I enter? Is it locked? It's not letting me go down there. Still don't know how to get that body down. Do I have to get my gun back and then shoot the rope?
Are you trying to...
Apparently, logic error.
Pigs come to take me out? Trying to snuff? Then why are you sneaking up on me like that?
It is now 8:30. Oh, there are new people here. Barkeep, give me your finest drink.
Well, hello. Someone seems to have found himself a bottle of alcohol. Here's where the magic happens. Light reflects off the green glass of the Commodore Red. The gods have been generous. Better pop it open before they change their minds. Wow, the gods of mass production have made this alcohol container laughably easy to open. A child could have done it. Fine. We're not worried. You'll crawl back to this bottle soon enough. We'll give you another chance. Booze always gives you another chance.
You've passed up your chance to start drinking alcohol for now. But don't worry. The option to start drinking becomes available again in 2 hours.
Wait, what? I can't just drink it again now.
Yes?
Alright, so I actually can't talk to everyone here. If I keep letting him talk, do I just become a capitalist?
The worker, isn't it?
Hello again, sweetie.
It's not bedtime yet, so I don't know if I should... I let him sleep?
The door is closed. The bed is cold. The window stands broken in its frame. You see some lights shimmering outside, but it's difficult to make out the outlines of the buildings below. The man ponders his cooking utensils.
I still can't do anything with the body, can I?
Fuck does Kuno care?
He's on your crime scene, bossing you around. And he's been here for some time too. This is where he hangs out. You have to get more out of him. He could be useful.
Trying to fuck at the Kuno. Trying to fuck at me. Trying to fuck. Kuno only gets higher. It's faster, faster, faster.
Kuno gonna fuck you up. Up, up, up.
Normal is not what we got here.
Kuno doesn't fucking...
There he still is, looking right through you.
There's no way to get it down right now. I think I do need to get my gun back. Don't know if there's anything left to do until tomorrow. I've been everywhere, I've talked to everyone.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone. As you tap on the gate...
No, that's...
I've explored that abandoned building and the apartment.
Everything's still cool here, officer.
Sell cigarettes? On a quest for cigarettes. I talked to the pawn shop guy. But I died of cringe during that conversation, so I don't think it saved.
Hello again. How can I... Sure thing. You were adamant about getting rid of it, officer. And I don't like keeping guns. Sure, man. I doubt it. I do my...
He doesn't know anything. The pawnbroker's gaze is already fixed on the dancing colors.
There's some stuff here I could buy, but I don't think I can afford any of it. This is where the button is that I can't... It doesn't seem to work. Hey, that Kiwi guy is gone. I think he was a Kiwi.
Looking for something, Hunt?
No. He's got a smoke right there.
Can't have it. Evidence of what? I haven't done anything. What, officer? Sorry I couldn't be of any help.
I forget if there's anything in here.
Is this about the questions again? Because I don't really...
No, there's nothing to do.
A small cabinet on the wall is filled with various medicine bottles.
I have all of those.
The tear machine stands in the corner. You see several packaged raincoats fill a low shelf beneath a display of croissants and juice bottles. The raincoats are transparent, except...
What is what? If you want to buy...
Her attention is drawn to the rain.
Wait, hold on.
You see several packaged raincoats.
Going to steal a raincoat. Fuck.
Into the magazine. Hair covering her face. Vision obscure. Oh no. I said don't let it fall out with a thump.
Did you? I mean, I didn't just see a middle-aged man try to steal a Fort Royale raincoat, did I?
No, you didn't. I didn't do it.
A plastic poncho?
The clerk stares at you, but...
I mean, it doesn't even cost that much.
She says,
fuck
with fritta, like it's a saying, or she's quoting someone.
Fucking with Frit is dangerous, you know. Just leave it there. I'll put it away later.
I'm reloading because I lost some health.
Right to work!
It's 20 minutes to 9, so I think I'm just gonna amble around until it's bedtime. I don't think I had the option to talk to this lady.
The woman still.
She's too distressed. Let's see, I examined the statue.
An old monument stand.
Some side quests I have. Oh, I needed to talk to the cleaning lady again. She didn't seem all that interested by the fact that someone was in there, but... if it's a side quest, then... making me walk all the way around. Oh, she's probably not even here anymore. Oh, there she is.
Give me a moment. I see. I hope some good people are finally going to move in. This place needs them.
There'll be nothing but squalor unless we start killing real estate agents.
We won't be killing anyone. And you shouldn't say things like that. You're a police officer. There's been enough killing. I've seen it.
Okay. Wait, have I not finished inspecting the body?
isn't just a five-pointed star. It's an inverted white pentagram cradled in a wreath of antlers. The star and antlers was developed in the 6th decade of the last century and quickly adopted by Mazov and the communards. Even today, half a century after, the star and antlers retains the ability to evoke hope, disappointment, and fear in equal measure. Gone is the glory of hope.
Damn it, I took
Only
damage
the
from that.
scribblings of impoverished. You are the big communism builder now. It's you or no one.
It's me or no one, huh? I actually can't go in there, but it's not giving me a message that says I can't. The boat lady. You got anything new for me?
You're back. Good. What we do? I'm afraid I don't speak for Wild Pines as a whole.
There was a touch of discomfort there.
The Pines' core competency is logistics. Container shipping, freight, that sort of thing. See those airships there, blinking? Those are the shipping side of things, and that is the terminal. Another subdivision deals with energy, oil and gas exploration, offshore platforms.
The Wild Pines Group is one of the original Revacholian Indo-tribes. Companies awarded royal monopolies by the king, the suzerain himself, centuries ago. The king is long gone, but several of the Indo-tribes remain.
Who are the other Indo-tribes?
Son-Baptiste, Elysium, an unknown entity known as Brightest Star. She nods.
More lessons in basic reality? My favorite part of the day. Go ahead, ask me anything.
Impossible, legendary.
Glad to have been of assistance. The little that I know.
I am sorry. Surprisingly eloquent, really. The last one, not the first three. Those are ape speak.
Uh-oh.
Excuse me? I didn't
What you meant to say was...
What I meant to say was, that's all for now.
What have you found? And also, do...
I'm not gonna tell her what I found in the basement. She said it lived in the chimney.
This old fire, the whole thing resembles... A thick layer of coal, a hollow ring echoes through the furnace. Your toe hurts.
Ouch.
You're right. The rooms do look like they're connected. But malignant entities don't exist. At least not the supernatural kind.
Always has to be the skeptic, this man.
Alright. A quick save. I can't quick save.
Lonesome, long way home.
Huh?
Here we go.
What am I looking at?
Walk past Station 41 and through the market, past the Boogie Street spearhead,
Boogie
to
Street?
the other side of the lake, the frozen eye at the center of the district. Then past the video rental store on the corner. There, at the end of a street lined with pine trees, a small house no larger than a matchbox, 11 Voyager Road. You no longer live there. Those times are gone. And so are those people. Why did you come here? Why are you still here? And where's the dealer? You have to get back to work. That's all you have now.
Alright.
A thick layer of coal dust covers the something breaks loose in you. A mighty bellow echoes throughout the chimney's depths. The chatter of tiny voices above suddenly cease. Then,
Hello? Hello? Did you say anything? I can't hear you. Please come upstairs. There's a safety curtain on the second floor.
you hear a low rumble upstairs. The sound of a curtain being pulled aside.
After you, officer.
Curtain? Wait, do I have to go back to the bookstore? Wait, oh, is it you?
Hello, I'm Nia. Did you try knocking on my window? I must have missed you. I've been listening to my Milius. So what kind of die are you looking for?
She's got a direct view to the backyard. You should interrogate her about the lynching.
Yes, Amelia is like a call-in station. You need a two-way radio to access one. Mostly, they just teach you to swear in different languages. But some of the stations can be quite interesting.
Call-in station?
Then how did you get inside? By the south entrance? You know what? It doesn't even matter. What matters is that you're finally here. Let's talk dice. I'm a novelty dice maker. Tell me the name of your role-playing system and I'll make the die you need. That's why you're here, yes?
Role-playing games? You know the one made by Fortress Accident. Does that count?
Sure, I could use some dice. Actually, I was looking for something else. Answers.
Answers? How strange. These days people only come to me for dice and role-playing games. I'm not sure how helpful I'll be, but go ahead and ask.
It almost looks as if the stones and dice are a natural part of the room, growing out of the shells like stalagmites.
Stalagmites.
No falsehoods are present. She's a novelty dice maker and doesn't have anything to hide. Ask what you need.
Nothing really. I didn't know him.
The lieutenant looks at his notebook, then the woman under the large window.
Your window looks directly onto the courtyard. You're saying you didn't see or hear anything unusual last Sunday evening?
I'm sorry, detective, but as you know, I usually have my headphones on when I'm working. It shuts out most of the daily ruckus behind my window. Well,
You mean the
there's
daily
always
ruckus?
something going on in the Whirling's backyard. During daytime, there are usually those kids. And lately, I've been seeing a lot of drunk workers hanging about. Must be because of the strike.
She's heard of the murder, but did not see it, sire.
But I never saw anyone during that fateful Sunday night, I'm afraid. I might have, but in this case, all I would have seen is my own reflection staring back from the darkness.
It's light here, but dark in the yard at night.
It's really hard to make anything out in the yard when it's dark outside. Besides, I rarely get up to look out the window when I'm in the zone. It's an odd profession, making dice for people, but I like it, and I prefer doing this to sitting at home.
She nods.
Anything else, officer?
I'd like to order a die
Of
from
course.
you.
Tell me what you have in mind.
The We're All Untethered setting.
Ah, yes, Fortress Accident. It's too bad they never finished their game. The Wiro Untethered die is a variation of a standard role-playing die. Only, instead of plants, it uses motives of ice and death. And loss, of course.
Okay, okay.
Death. Loss. Sounds like you.
I'm thinking something made from alligator jawbone,
Huh?
cast in black resin. The reptile bone is as white as ice and dead as, well, death. For 7 real, I could have it ready in 8 hours. It's an icositetrahedron, a 24-sided die that can produce results for 2-sided, 3-sided, 4-sided, 6-sided, and 12-sided die with a single roll. Technically, you can also use it for many other sizes, but you may need to reroll results.
Loving it. So nifty.
Untreated bone is porous and prone to chipping. Cast it in something hard like resin though, and voila, it's perfect.
I have the feeling that this die will be important to me.
Great. See you in 8 hours then. Was there anything else? How did I become one? It was a business decision. I was a regular jeweler at first, but that's an unfocused field with too much competition. Some of my friends were role players. They asked me to make some polyhedral dice out of cobalt. That was my first order. I grew it from there. Not especially. I like working with rare materials and a steady pay. And role players as customers? They're nice people.
Some of those nice people have big bucks to spend on novelty items.
Where are we
We're
anyway?
inside the chimney of an old central furnace. It's strange, I know. But when I arrived here, all the other rooms were taken, so I had to build myself a makeshift home. Besides, I don't really have to pay any rent here, so that's a plus.
Creative.
I've heard the stories, but I don't think those stories are true.
How do you
It's
explain
just
the
capitalism.
disappearance of the other
You only hear
companies?
about tales of success, so it's often surprising to realize how many ventures actually fail. Plaisance, the bookshop lady? I've heard that her business is doing rather well. Have the energy spared her somehow?
Don't know why it hasn't
All
gone
right,
bankrupt yet.
but it's not just the bookstore that's still up and running. What about the whirling in racks? Some people say it's part of the building complex.
Right, it doesn't really look
And
cursed.
then there is me. I've been here for 14 years, selling novelty dice to role-playing enthusiasts. Not exactly a million real business idea, yet somehow I've survived despite the talk of malicious energies. Strange, isn't it?
Maybe it's just because she's so talented that she's been able to woo the curse.
Be the first to admit there are many inconsistencies in this so-called
I was
curse.
just about to ask, what do you think? Do you think the curse is real?
Still not sure.
Is it now? I've always thought it's a rather mundane and boring place with no supernatural surprises in sight. Well, if you ever find a way to explain all those inconsistencies in the curse, let me know.
That's all she has to say on the subject. She's been thorough and truthful, as far as we can see. The bookstore closes starting 2100. You'll have to do that tomorrow.
More or less. Are you interested in anyone specific?
Oh, quite a lot of them spring to mind.
It wasn't merely a gym, it was Artemitep's boxing club. A
Artemitep.
community project created to steer at-risk youth away from drugs and crime.
Wow, great job they did. Just look at Kuno.
Kuno. Who's Kuno? Oh, you mean the kid with the sailor's mouth? Yes, I've heard him yelling profanities in the backyard. I think it would take more than a gym to help that kid. A kind man, from Zemsk. I heard he had some trouble with the law when he was younger, and that's why he wanted to start the gym, as his way of giving back. It didn't. If anything, it made the youth situation in Martinez even worse. At some point, someone started a rumor that the punching bag downstairs was full of amphetamines.
Is it?
You should have known it.
Need to go check it
It's
out.
not really full of that. No one would store their drugs like that.
Eventually, the coalition took away the funding and the club went bankrupt. This was a few years ago. It's gotten much more peaceful. Fortress Accident, the radio game studio. They were an interesting bunch. We talked about role-playing systems every now and then. Once, I even saw two of them get into fisticuffs over Wirral. They certainly took their work very seriously, even if they seemed to be chronically liberal with their schedules. The usual, they ran out of money and couldn't get the project done on time.
What went wrong?
I did hear them talking at times. They seemed to believe they were historical individuals on some grand quest.
She sounds almost mocking when she says that.
Yes, but when the money started to run out, they just began to complain a lot about capitalism. You know, how the markets are rigged to keep out new businesses and so on. In the end, they just didn't get it done. They didn't have enough willpower to produce something truly historic and to show up to work on time.
Showing up to work on time is hard. No, scratch that. Showing up to work at all is difficult.
I hear that.
Especially if you've been drinking.
And so is producing something extraordinary. Anything else? Yes, I think it was called Androgynous Orlando or something similar. They weren't a big hit around here. Turns out that working class men don't like genderless haircuts. They're scared of that word.
A bit of experimenting every now and then isn't bad. It's not about the haircut. It's about the confidence.
I guess it just wasn't the time yet.
Alright, I'm going to speed through this a little bit more because she's talking pretty slow and it's getting to the end of the stream.
There used to be a turns out the business was actually set up as a
What's this?
And they never cleaned up the debris either. Now it's just littering the
What's a sniff milieu?
radio station that broadcasts real murders with
Oh, it sounds like a drug.
It changes in her tone as she says that. What does she mean? To get...
Don't worry, the ICP has a separate division that deals exclusively with unlicensed sub-roses. This isn't our problem.
Good luck with that. It's not easy catching those perpetrators. You mean Mr. Fabron, the taxidermist? No, he mostly just did drugs.
But what drugs exactly?
You didn't know what drugs he was doing for my police
He got
report.
high on some weird taxidermy chemicals. I wouldn't recommend it to anyone. Eventually, they caused him to lose control of his bladder.
Oh, gross.
Even you can probably do better than that.
Even you
There used to be
can
a
do better
fashion
than that.
atelier here, but I have forgotten the head designer's name. They were doing well for a couple of years until the insect rights activists came.
Insect rights activists?
The atelier produced a certain collection that used chitin among the materials. Apparently chitin is made in the Occident, where it's extracted from beetle wings. And you know how all kinds of political movements are big in the Occident. The activists shut down the biggest chitin supplier, which of course caused the price to skyrocket. And, naturally, all the most fashionable tastemakers refused to be seen in chitin from then on. the atelier went bankrupt before they could finish the collection. At least it had some spark to it. Most young designers just combine lace with leather and call it original.
As she shifts around, you notice several dead flies on the windowsill in front of her. Legs up. They're not moving.
Huh?
Anything else? They were made by a company called Slipstream. After they pivoted from making rotor blades to skis, their chief executive took off on a vacation with all their money. Honestly, I think it's quite funny. I think he's still sending out holiday transmissions from Tulula or Tiumotiri or Hashtkor or wherever he is. The usual, I imagine. That he's been thinking up all kinds of new business plans and can't wait to get started on them just...
Men like that are a curse.
Sure, but Slipstream is history now. All their remaining assets got seized by the bailiffs in 47. I have no idea why those skis and blades are still lying around in the house.
They were just props. Why return them? Maybe you could make a sword out of one.
Ooh.
No, wait. Forget it. It would take too long.
Aww.
Oh boy, the fabled Revachol ICT. You're in for a treat here. The place was owned by two guys who had some rather innovative ideas about marketing. The bear was one of them.
Indeed. What were the other ideas?
There was really just one. And it involved picking out the prettiest girls in the neighborhood and paying them 20 cents per hour to man the booth. And by man the booth, I mean slump behind the counter with a face that could maim you if you ever dared to disturb their bored magazine browsing.
Wow, sounds like someone I've seen before.
The same thing.
Employing silky teenage girls is a widespread practice, yes. Unfortunately, they always come in packs. I'm talking about acne-ridden girlfriends and gorilla-like boyfriends loitering near the shop. At least that's what happened with Ravachol ICT. And they already had the bear.
About the bear?
The bear.
Didn't work
Of course
out?
not. The bear was terrifying. No one wants ice cream guarded by a hostile apex predator.
I would eat that
To
ice
make
cream.
matters worse, the fridge didn't work too well either, and half the ice cream came out malformed. Eventually,
gross.
Ravachol ICT lost the price war to its rival, Glacé 5000. Glacé 5000 sold caramel sundaes for only 5 cents a piece, out of regular fridges. The
That bear was scary.
taxidermist who made it said it was his vision beast. He said he met his vision beast while high on desiccants. He called it Megatherion.
Sounds cool.
Oh, I totally understand. Anything else? Good. I hope it clarified things a bit. I'm listening. Good.
I think that's all. Alright, I am going to talk to Patience again. Tell her that the ghost wasn't real. And then I think I'm going to send my boys to bed. As soon as I can remember how to get out of here. Oh wait, I actually can't leave from here.
Yes?
Damn it. How do I leave this place?
door is closed.
Still can't go in there. Alright. Time to call it a night. Wait, why can I not get into my own room? Hang on. What the hell? How do I get in there? Did I lock myself out? What the fuck is going on?
Can I help you?
Is this another glitch?
Yes?
It's weird. Can't I get in? Alright, whatever. I'll figure that out later. Alright, that's it for tonight, everyone. Thank you so much for stopping by tonight. I will be back again tomorrow night. Probably with more Disco Elysium. I'm having a lot of fun with this game. And then I think next week I'll come back to Castlevania. I want to play more of that for October. Sunday night I will not be around to stream. So, it'll just be tomorrow night and then next Wednesday and Thursday. Alright. Check out my socials if you want to keep up with stream updates or just want to see memes. Everything is on my YouTube channel. All my previous streams are saved there. And I'm going to send you all off on a raid. Hope you all have a good night. I'll see you tomorrow.